What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, we had that breakout out of this descending wedge that I was talking about, guys. Measured from the back of the wedge to the point of breakout. And guys, a perfect target hit, guys. Let me know if you caught that in the comments, guys. But I want to show you exactly what I think is going on in the price action in the immediate, so you guys can take this trade that's coming up in the patterns, whether long or short. And guys, I actually do have to be pretty quick today. I'm actually going to be watching my daughter soon. My wife's going to be heading out, so I have some dad duties to attend to, but we have some epic stuff to talk about in the charts. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and guys, I'm going to dive right into the price action. And if you haven't signed up using my links, you can save up to over $7,000 in bonuses just with using all of my links below. And if you sign up to Bybit right now, you can save over $2,600 in bonuses just by using my link right here. And don't forget about all of my giveaways, and be sure to check out the student program. Okay guys, so as you can see, we definitely have some interesting stuff going on in the Bitcoin price. So let me just talk about that quick here. So we obviously had a big ascending wedge here and many patterns within patterns, which yield some really nice target results here. Let's just talk about them quick. So I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, so for instance, let's just talk about the horizontal triangle for a minute. So out of the horizontal triangle to the point of breakout, and it's interesting. You could either have taken it right there, and you could have actually gotten back in, but let's just put it right there for relevance. And guys, we easily hit that target up here. I mean, clear as day. Doesn't get any better than that. And then right out of the descending wedge, okay, measured from the back of the wedge, okay, and let me make that green actually, to the point of breakout. And guys, look at the perfection. My gosh, we're talking within a few dollars on a several $1,000 coin here. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, guys. That is just awesome. And we definitely had some smaller patterns within patterns yielding some nice results. I actually want to talk about one specific area here, just so you guys can really understand patterns within patterns here. So let me zoom in here. Make this as visible as possible here. We might even have to go down to the 5 minute. Looks like, yeah, we're gonna have to go down to the 5 minute. Okay. Zoom in to find it here. There it is. Okay. So something I really want to show you guys is a lot of times when there's patterns within patterns, the patterns will almost play right into each other. So for instance, we had an ascending wedge measured from the back of the wedge to the point of breakout. And yes, guys, you could have obviously used textbook measurements for wedge and would have ended up yielding perfect targets too. But notice, even the wedge theory has a perfect target as well. Okay, so for instance, either one of these would have worked, and then I would have played the bottoms or the tops of the bigger horizontal triangle as my extremes. Okay, so for instance, going short right out of here, going long right out of here, going short right out of there. But then guys, just in simplicity, as soon as we noticed opposing volume coming into the market right here, yeah, you would close your trade right there. I was actually talking about this in class, this exact trade. So guys, I can't stress enough, I did this trade live with a student. Nick, I think this was you. Look at this massive gain right out of that trade. I mean, just incredible profits here, guys. It doesn't get any better than that. And then the breakout out of the horizontal triangle, okay, measured from the back of the triangle to the point of breakout. And guys, you could have even taken profit at the top of this other pattern and been totally successful here. And if you would have just waited a day or two, you could have easily hit the maximum target pattern there. And that's what's really beautiful about this. And then we zoom out even further. Let's go to the 15 minute. And that's where we get the big breakout out of the descending wedge here. And guys, we hit that target already. So in simplicity, we have to wait for a new target, or a new pattern, excuse me, to form out so we can make a trade. Okay, so for instance, we're waiting for something to really form. For instance, we're obviously in a big ascending wedge here. Okay, make that yellow for you. And this is very clear as day. So I think eventually we're going to have that sweet spot there where we're going to start to either fold over. But like I said, we don't know how far these wedges will go. But I've seen a lot of these mimicking patterns in the last few weeks. This is a good sign of a recovery, guys. I'm not going to lie. It was looking pretty grim for a moment there. And again, until we break the $42,000 plane, you know, way up here, you know, we're still not out of the woods. Okay, guys? So, you know, don't get too excited yet. We still have some work to be done here. But as long as we're holding above the 55, that is a great sign. And for instance, you could go to the hourly quickly and notice that we've broken above all of the EMAs right now. That is a great sign. So remember what I said even about the 55. When we break above the 55 in the hourly, we tend to respect it for a while. But guys, we just broke above the 200. Okay, this is a really good sign. We could be heading back up, at least retesting around the $40,000 range. This is a really good sign. But let's just talk about what I'm looking at in patterns for right now. So like I said, we obviously have that big ascending wedge here, but we also have a very big horizontal triangle, which will yield a very big target breakout. And that's kind of what we're waiting for, to be honest with you guys. Let me try to really break this down so you can see it here. Okay, so remember what I said about those two zones being really important, okay? The $42,000 range and the $29,000 range. When we get the breakout out of this horizontal triangle, we will surpass one of these targets, or at least retest it. Okay, so this movement coming out of this symmetrical horizontal triangle is extremely important, guys. You must be watching over the next few days to make this big trade. And yes, we will have many little trades available in the meantime, guys. I suggest you guys take as much advantage of those while you can. Remember, play your indications into your patterns, and then your patterns into patterns, and indications into patterns to make your trade a reality, okay? A lot of people always ask me about confirmations. Well, guys, if you get confirming indications cross board, I mean, that's your confirmations. And like I always say, start on the bigger time frames, work your way down, and then work your way back up for confirmation, okay? But for instance, if you're doing, day trading or fast trades or patterns within patterns, you're on smaller time frames, 5, 15 minute, easily. When you're talking intraday, daily trades, swing trading, you're on the bigger time frames making bigger moves like that. Doesn't mean the value is bigger, guys. We can make the same profits in the small trades, just applying heavier leverage. And that's what the smaller trades are for, guys. Remember that. So guys, just let me give you the projections here. Okay, say like we actually break up out of this symmetrical triangle. Say like the breakout is right there. Could easily be up around the 49,000, maybe even retesting $50,000. And that would be really good, guys. That would be a very good sign. And remember what I said for target projection. Measure the size of the pattern. So let me show you how to do that here. So for instance, the size of this pattern, say we're going to break out over 14 days, okay? So we can project a target around 10 to 14 days, I would say, okay? So somewhere around there. We'll hit it within the next few days if we have the breakout of this pattern, guys. Remember, the size of patterns are extremely relevant to their target projection, okay? And just let me show you the bearish scenario here in case we end up breaking down to the downside, okay? Again, measured from the back to the bottom, okay, to the point of potential breakout, and we'll use it at the same point here. So guys, if that were to happen, we could easily end up down at around $24,000 as a target for the negative. And guys, that would just be a confirmation that, hey, we're in a bearish times right now. And like I said, every single big blow off top we've had has gone down 70 to 80%, guys. So to be honest, we could be in for, a red run either way. Okay, remember what I said in one of my recent videos. I wanted to talk about the bearish scenario. I want you guys to be aware of what could happen. I mean, you got to understand, institutions could really push that price down and, scoop up that cheap coin again, guys. You got to understand, project yourself as a big company. They will not buy coin at 60, 50, 40, 30, even $30,000. They pushed it into the 20s. But understand, guys, the greed could keep moving. So that is what I'm looking at in the price action for Bitcoin right now. Get ready to make your trades, but in simplicity, if we break the resistance, I would be going long. If we break the support, I'd be going short. And guys, that's all the time I have for today. These are pretty wild times in crypto. It looks like we're getting a little bit of a recovery, guys, but just like I said, we're not quite out of the woods yet. We've got to put in some slightly stronger movements here to the upside to really just get past that $42,000 level to solidify some higher times, maybe before the end of the year, guys. But this is definitely a good sign. We're working with some good things right now. Let's see if we can continue to push the chains in the right direction. But guys, even if it does dip down, you know my stance on cryptocurrency as a whole. I will be accumulating every retracement, every dip, maximizing my bag so I can really maximize my profit margin. And guys, let's be real here. You can make money when the market is going up or down, and that's the beauty of my student program right now. And guys, the consensus among the group is just phenomenal. Everyone is just crushing it. I'm actually blown away with some of these profits some of the students are making. It's just incredible. And I want you guys to really hear this. The potential in my program is even as such that you could surpass me someday. Understand, I was at this, 10, 15 years by myself. You guys have a teacher. Your learning process is extremely expedited. You guys could technically surpassed me in profits by how fast you're learning. And I want you guys to really hear that for a moment. The ultimate goal of this program is for you guys to be self-sufficient traders, discovering your financial freedom, and to get to the point where you don't need me. And so far among the group, we've had many people that are now totally self-sufficient on their own, have completed the program, and are just flying, guys. And it's just really cool to see that and see their whole life change. Like, this is life-changing knowledge that you can apply to making some money, guys. And I can't stress enough, if you're not getting the gains that you deserve or feel like you should be getting, or your supposed professionals telling you they don't have a crystal ball, my gosh, guys, reach out to me today at bitcoindestar@gmail.com, or go right over to the website and sign up. I've made it so easy for you guys. Literally, you can just book your appointments, send your confirmations, leave there's reviews, but in simplicity, guys, you can just book right here and get right on the schedule that quick. It's that easy, guys. If you really want to discover your financial freedom, reach out to us today and get started, guys. I cannot stress enough, you will not regret it. And guys, just remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. And with cryptocurrency, I make it as easy as riding that wave. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.